East, specifically Israel and Palestine, has a core issue that's not just about culture or religion. As regards to Palestinians, it's about land. You've got two groups of people who claim the same land. There's not enough space for all of them. And so one has won all the military confrontations, that would be Israel. And as a result, the Palestinians basically live on reservations in the case of the West Bank and an open-air prison in case of Gaza. Nothing about this deal is going to change that. No one agreed to the same thing. Trump's team went to Qatar and got an agreement, but they said change A, B, and C. And then that agreement went to Israel where they said yes, but change D, E, and F. And then that was communicated through third parties to Gaza. They said yes, but change H, J, and I. No one agreed to the same thing. The American teams never went back to the original groups they had spoken with. They just said they had buy-in from everybody and kind of bulldozed their way through. Now, to this moment, that's working, and there have been a lot more organized, capable, functional plans that I've seen put up in this region that ultimately didn't happen. This one at the moment is, but it's built on contradictions, and it's built on everyone agreeing to disagree, and that never goes well anywhere, much less in this part of the world. So, do I think it's going to stick? Of course not. There's no version of this where Gaza looks nice, and sooner or later, the Gazans will remember that they live in a ruined open-air prison and will have a new round of violence. But whether that's a day or 10 years from now matters. For today, not bad. What was different this time around versus previous attempts? Well, the Israelis are on a military high point, which means it makes for a lot. Number two, Trump really doesn't care about the niceties of diplomacy, which in dealing with this region sometimes is a plus. But the really big thing is we brought in an outside personality that made a big difference, and that personality is Jared Kushner. He used his time in the office to generate a swamp-like connection for business interests throughout the region that wasn't in place last time. And so he was able to leverage his business interests in order to bend the ears of everyone who mattered in the Persian Gulf and in Israel. Now, you might call this corruption, and you might have a point, but when it comes to unorthodox approaches, I can guarantee you that anyone who is in the world of business says that they will use their business interests in order to cut other sorts of deals, and that's exactly what Kushner did. Had Trump stuck with his foreign policy team, which is broadly incompetent, this would have never happened. So Kushner deserves all the accolades that he is getting as well, and Trump deserves some credit for realizing that from time to time, maybe you do want someone on the team who can find the place of negotiating with on a map.